Hello, good day viewers. Welcome back to this channel with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday. So we have question 18 on the board. Says if 1 is added to the denominator of a fraction. Now we had a fraction here. Fraction always have the numerator and denominator. So that means we can let the fraction be equals to what? X over y, because the numerator is going from the what? Denominator. So 1 is now added to that denominator. The denominator in this case is what? Y. So we have it as x over y plus 1 because 1 is added to it. Then the fraction becomes what? 1 over 2. So let's solve this because we have a full stop here. So cross multiply. You are going to have 2x is equals to y plus what? 1. Okay, so we can still have it as 2x minus y is equals to 1. So we can call that equation 1. So let's move to the next one. When 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator of that fraction. So remember, this is still our fraction. So 3 is now added to both the numerator. We have x plus 3 over y plus 3. So the fraction becomes what? 3 over 4. So let's solve this too. Cross multiply. We have 4 bracket x plus 3 is equal to 3 bracket y plus what? 3. So when you open the bracket, we can have it as 4x plus 12 is equals to what? 3y plus what? 9. So collect like times again. That is, you bring them together. 4x minus 3y is equals to 9 minus what? 12. And that will give us 4x minus 3y is equals to minus 3. That's equation 2. So we now have equation 1 and equation 2 now. So let's solve the two simultaneously. So simultaneously, let me bring out this equation 1 up here. We have it as 2x minus y is equals to 1. Okay, so this is our equation 1 and our equation 2 falls below. 4x minus 3y is equals to minus 3. That's equation 2. So the best way for you to solve this, because it's an objective question, you are meant to be fast with your time. Okay, so the best way for us to analyze this is to use elimination method in simultaneous equation. So elimination method, now I can decide to eliminate y first or x first. So if I'm taking y now first, to eliminate y first, the coefficient of y in this equation 2 is what? 3. Forget about the sign. The sign may confuse you, so just take the number there. And the coefficient of y in equation 1 is what? 1. Then this thing will be multiplied by everything here. So we have 3 times this gives what? 6x. 3 times this gives what? Minus 3y. Then 3 times 1 gives what? 3. So we can call this equation 3. Same thing. 1 times 4x gives what? 4x. 1 times this gives what? Minus 3y. 1 times minus 3 gives what? Minus 3. We can call that equation 4. So in the rule of elimination method, whenever you observe that these two now they are the same. So whenever you have same sign like this, you are meant to subtract the equation. So we subtract the two equations. When we subtract the two equations here, this will give us what? 2x. 6x minus 4x gives 2x. Then when you subtract this one, this minus times minus gives plus. So automatically this one is eliminated. So minus times minus here gives what? Plus. Then 3 plus 3 gives what? 6. Okay. So for us to get the value of x here, we divide both sides by what? By 2. So this will cancel out. So x will be equals to what? 3. So we have gotten the value of x to be 3. So after that, now we need to get the value of y. So we replace or substitute anyone. Replace x equals to 3 in any of the equation. I can decide to go for equation 1. Equation 1 says what? 2x minus y is equals to 1. So anywhere we see x, we put what? 3. So that becomes 2 bracket 3 minus y is equals to what? 1. That will be 6 minus y equals to what? 1. So y will give you what here? 6 minus 1, and y equals to what? 5. So we've gotten y to be equals to 5. Now we now recall that since our fractions, let me use the word recall that x over y is our fraction. So let's replace. What is x? That's 3 over what? Y is what? 5. So our answer is 3 over 5, and that's option C. So option C is correct. So the next slide, the next question on board says y is partly constant and partly varies as x. So this is a partial variation. Okay, so y is partly constant. That means I can use a letter, I can use a as my constant, and partly varies. That's plus, I can use b, then x. Now, I want to explain something clearly here. Most people don't understand how this equation is generated, or most teacher will not explain to you how it's generated, or probably maybe they don't have the idea of it. So let me just quickly use this time to explain this. Partly constant. Constant means that number will not change. Okay, but now they say partly varies. That is why we are attaching this x with this b, because this x is a variation, is a varies value. It can change. So once this one change, can change the value of b. That's why this x is not always attached to this one, because it's partly constant. It will not change. Okay, based on the parameters. So when y is equals to 2, this is our relationship. When y is now equals to 2, so let's replace 2 is equals to a plus then b, sorry, x is what, 3. That will be 3b, because I replace value of x to be b. So you can see I have equation here. So I can rearrange this by saying a plus 3b is equals to what, 2. That's equation 1. Okay. So the next one says when y is 5. So we are still using the same equation. In fact, let me call this equation A. Equation gamma figure I. Yes, let me call it gamma figure I. So we are still replacing in this equation when y equals to what now? 5. We have 5 is equals to what? A again plus b. We don't know. So x is 6. That makes that equation to be 6b. That's equation what? 2. So let me rearrange these two. We have a plus 6b is equals to what? 5. That's equation 2. I'm actually rearranging it. Okay. So let's combine equation 1 and equation 2 together. So equation 1 and equation 2 becomes a plus 3b is equals to 2, equation 1. And a plus what? 6b is equals to what? 5, equation 2. So we now have another simultaneous or linear equation here. So you can see already these two now, they are the same. So and they have the same sign, that's plus and plus. So you subtract. So when you subtract these two, you have what? Out. Then this one will be 3b minus 6b. That will give you minus 3b is equals to, then 2 minus 5 will give you what? Minus 3. Minus can cancel out minus. So you are left with 3b is equals to what? 3. Then divide both sides by 3. So b will be equals to what? 1. We've gotten the value of b. So we are meant now to replace now. Since b equals to 1, we can replace in any of this equation. Replace b equals to 1 in equation, I can use equation 1 again. So from equation 1, I have it as a plus 2b, a plus 3b is equals to what? 2. So anywhere I see what b now, I put 1. So this becomes a plus 3 bracket 1 is equals to what? 2. That's a plus 3 is equals to what? 2. So a equals to what? 2 minus 3, and a equals to what? Minus 1. So we have got the value of a and b. So we now come back to this equation. Come back to this equation 1 now. Substitute a equals to minus 1, b equals to 1 in equation gamma figure I. So we have it as y equals to, since a equals to minus 1, we have minus 1 here, plus then b equals to what? 1. So we have minus 1 plus b, plus x rather. Sorry. So this is same thing as saying x minus 1. So let's look at the option. So the option is what? Option B. Okay. So the next slide. Question 20 on the board says, find a quadratic equation whose roots are 2 and minus 1 over 3. 2 and minus 1 over 3. So if you see question like this, there are two ways you can solve question like this. Either use the formula by using x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0, or use a convention. Convention I'm going to be given now is this convention. So we have question 20. So we have question 20 on the board, says find a quadratic equation whose roots are 2 and minus 1 over 3. 2 and minus 1 over 3. We want to find the quadratic equation. So there are two ways you can solve this question. Either by using the formula, that's x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. Or you simply use a convention. The convention I'm going to give you now today is x minus. So you see, this convention is very important because this is objective question. You have to be fast. So use this convention, that is, you take this 2 in a bracket. So we are going to have something like this. By using this convention now, we have x minus 2 in a bracket. Look at that. Then another bracket, x minus, well, because this one is having a minus sign already, so that changed to what? Plus 1 over 3 equals to what? 0. So of course we expand the bracket. X multiplied by x gives x squared. X multiplied by this gives what? X over 3. Then minus 2 times x gives what? Minus 2x. Then minus 2 times 1 over 3 gives minus 2 over 3. Everything is equals to what? 0. So you can see now, we now have equation with what? With fraction. So the next thing for us to do is to find the LCM. The LCM in this case is what? Is 3. So that means we multiply it over by 3. So this becomes 3 bracket x squared plus 3 bracket x over 3 minus 3 bracket what? 2x. I think I'll remove this part. Okay, because of space, no space. So I have it as minus 3 again, bracket 2 over 3 is equals to 3 bracket what? 0. You can see how the cell multiply 3 with everything. So this 3 will cancel out this 3. 3 cancel out this 3. So we are left with what here? 3x squared plus x minus 6x minus 2 is equals to what? 0, because this will give you 0. So here we can have it as 3x squared. X minus 6x gives minus 5x minus 2 is equals to 0. So these are quadratic equation. So let's look at the option. The option here is simply option B. So option B is correct. So the next 3 question is based on graph. Okay, so what I will be doing is I will have to sketch the graph on the board. So I will release this video first. Then the next video will be on that graph, because that graph is we are meant to use that graph to calculate 3 things. Okay, so I will release this video first before that one. So please kindly give this video a like, share this video, subscribe to this channel to receive more updates from this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.